Welcome to my YouTube channel Elliott Wave Principal. I'm your host Shaheen. In today's video we are going to look at gold and silver. Gold has dropped today and so has silver, but we are trying to find out where exactly the next possible direction of gold and silver is going to be for the short term and for the long term. So for the short term, I am expecting that we have seen probably the bottom. We have completed the bottom, or either we are very close to the bottom, and I'm anticipating the pattern that is started from over here as an A, B, and C. So just remember that this is the silver chart we are talking about. So I do believe that we are bullish right from the bottom right over here. So we have an impulsive wave followed by a correction, and we have another impulsive wave followed by an A, B, C correction. Okay, and I believe that we are to see stronger and sharper bullish moves ahead of us, something like we were seeing before, and I'm pretty sure that we'll be easily able to cross this top as well. Okay, this is the short time frame analysis. As far as lower or stop loss is concerned, I think we can consider the previous low, which is right over here at $72. Right now, the prices of silver are at $76.85 or $77. So our stop loss should not be more than $5 lower than this one. Okay, because if this gets dropped, definitely prices are coming low, way lower. The reason I have got this this as a highlighted area, or is because I'm expecting that when prices go up, this will be a confirmation of a trend. The correction has completed, that actually started from over here. So break of wave 4 on the bullish side is going to be our confirmation that we have actually seen a bottom right over here. So right now I'm expecting that the prices will actually continue and stronger on the bullish side, and we will see more stronger waves as compared to the one that we have seen right over here, or what we have seen right over here as well. So let me draw this. So once again, once prices cross wave 4, which is right over here, which is 82.60, will be a confirmation that we are now bullish. We can definitely continue to expect on the bullish side. All right. The other thing that we can do is we can definitely draw a channel, equidistance channel connecting start of A and B, and then we can extend that channel to over here, right over here, and we can see that we are right now close to the middle of this channel right over here in the middle line. If you look at, so right now the prices are kind of fighting against this line. I'm expecting that there is a very high possibility either we have completed the bottom, or we are very close to the bottom. Once again, a break of 82.50 on the bullish side will confirm. This is the short-term analysis, and I'll come back for it to see what we are saying on the long term. And I would do so at the end of video. Let's have a look at gold and see what we are expecting in gold on short term as well. So once again, if you pay attention, the same kind of ABC pattern that we have is going on right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you pay attention, then wave A is about 7 divisions. Then we have wave B correction about 4 by 7 of the previous range, and then wave C is about equivalent of wave A. I was expecting that the prices will not go below the equivalency right over here, which is at 48.08. We have seen the prices to jump up. Whether this will continue, I'm not sure, but I'm expecting the prices would not be going below 48.08. If we look on the left side, we can look for more accurate or more better stop loss. Let's have a look. So the next lower low as compared to this one here is right over here, 46.55. If you want to go, I think this is good enough, about $200 right now from the prices are right now. $200 away from where the prices are right now would be a good point for a stop loss. So we can bring this point right over here, and we can say this is our stop loss area if we enter the point right over here. I'm not expecting for the prices to drop below this level. Okay, and we are expecting for the prices to continue on the bullish side. This is wave 4 indicated. Let me delete this section so you can see the prices a little more clearly. We can go back on hourly time frame. So here we are. So we have an ABC structure right now. I think that as soon as we have seen the break of wave 4 on the bullish side, that will be our confirmation that we have seen the bottom right over here. Okay, and the pattern is very clear. We have a 5-wave structure followed by a 3-wave structure followed by another 5-wave structure right over here. I do believe once again that we have completed the structure, or we are very close to the completion of it. Once again, I'm bullish on it right now. We can go like right over here. So a break of wave 4, that will be a confirmation, which is 5050-ish area, that we have seen the bottom. Then we can anticipate that we'll easily be able to take the previous top right over here, this one right over here. So we'll be able to easily cross that area. I am anticipating that once we have seen the bottom clear, we'll start seeing stronger moves on the gold prices. All right. I'm not anticipating that we are going to see a larger 4-wave as a triangle, okay? Because this wave that dropped has putting a lot of people into thinking that there's a possibility that we are going through a triangle. It is not going through be a triangle. If it is, then people will go comment. They say, okay, the price has gone up. Let's say the price goes up right over here, right? Like prices goes up over here, and we see for a smaller correction vary. In that case, you can say that, okay, yeah, this is a triangle as well. Either case, if you want to look at it as a triangle, you can definitely say, or we are going to see a triangle. The point is that I think the higher low, that this low is going to be the low, that we are not going to see a low lower than this one. Okay, in this whole structure that actually started from over here, once again, I'm not anticipating that we are going to see much lower low as when prices go further up. So that is why this low is very important. That's why this low was very important, and that's why this low was very important. Okay, let's for once think that we are going through a triangle. We'll give it a chance. There is a possibility where we are going through a triangle. In that case, this move can be very sharp and very can exist for a very small period of time. I'm not anticipating that this move is going to take a lot of time. All right, that's why I'm considering that this low is very crucial. Once again, either we have completed the low, or we are very close to the completion of low. I'm not expecting for the prices to go beyond 46.50 lower than this one. This is the short-term forecast for gold and silver. Let's have a look what we are expecting for the long-term price movements in gold and silver. I'll go back to silver first, then we'll start seeing how things are expected to be happen in the long-term trend. Let me break this, clear this clutter, so we can actually see how the prices are looking. I'm going to hide the data so we can just simply see how the chart is showing up. Okay, now this is more going to be an oral explanation. I'm not going to go back and draw the diagrams. I'm just telling you what I think is right now going to happen. The important thing that we have to know is that we have easily created a price movement beyond this. Okay, this was a very important back in 2011, a very historic and important top for silver. We've seen some price movement around this region. Prices went sharply up and then fell back right over here. That's why this is very important to keep an eye on this level. What is telling me that prices normally cross an area which is right over here and then fall back and retest it. In our case, the prices on the bullish side are so strong, or the trend is so strong on the bullish side, that we didn't even complete the whole test. We came close to the test, but not the whole completion. And I'm pretty sure that we are not going to see the prices lower than what we have already seen, which is around 64.30. Before I can continue on this one, I want you to refer to a very important point, which is let's go back on a monthly chart, this one right over here. So before we can look at what we are anticipating, and I'll give you my analysis as well, we have to look at this one right over here. because there exactly we had a similar pattern, which was a cup pattern. We could jump up. We struggled in this region right over here. Okay, the price did not move much, but it stayed in the bullish direction. We have seen some correction, and then it took about 6 months for the prices to go from 8.82 or $9 all the way to $48. So we can say about 5 times. It 5x'd from the area right over here, 5x easily over here. Okay, I'm anticipating that we are very close to completion of a major trend that actually started back in year 2000, and then we are going to see a top happening very soon. All right, I'm showing you all these swings so you can have an idea that silver especially and gold as well does not stay in one region. Once the bullish market is over, it's over, and then prices fall down very sharply. So I do believe that we have not seen the structure this long moves yet, and that's why I'm anticipating the next bullish move is going to be about towards about 5x of the bottom right over here. So let's say about $80 was our but prices went around 76, so let's call it $80, roughly an $80. So prices can easily go to $400 an ounce for silver, or it can jump to around $500 an ounce as well within next 6 months. Once again, the last price movement or the last part of the bull market is very sharp. It exists about 6 months of time period. I've seen some other commodities doing so as well. So once it hits the top, we'll keep a close eye on it. I think that we'll see the reversal very sharply happening in silver. All right, and I think the 6 months time is good enough for Israel and Iran to decide what they're going to do in the future, and hopefully that would bring things down as well. Let me delete this once again. Let me call this. So once again, our target remains close to $400 to around $500. I'm expecting that we are going to see the larger move in within 5 to 6 months, and by the end of 2026 we'll have seen the end of the bullish move in gold and silver. We are seeing a major trend, and I think that top is going to be the top for gold and silver. So we'll come back at gold and see how things are happening in gold. So I'll once again come over here, go to the hourly monthly time frame, and we'll come back right over here. So we need to see how much we have gone up already, especially in gold, because silver is not exactly done what gold has done. I am anticipating that prices can easily continue all the way towards $9,000 to $10,000 an ounce. That will be doubling of what we have right now. So if prices goes all the way back to around $9,000 to $10,000, and let's say silver reaches around $500 per ounce, then the ratio between both of them would be 1:50. All right. So could silver jump easily way more? Definitely, it could definitely jump too. But I'm giving an estimate that within next about 6 months time period, we are going to see a sharper move in gold and silver, and that would be the end of the bullish market, because commodities completely behave differently as compared to stocks. Stocks, when bullish, the demand also increases in stocks. But when commodities go vertical, like we are seeing behavior in gold and what we are going to see in silver, then the demand actually drops. It does not rises. So we got to keep an eye. That's why if you follow commodities, then they behave a bit different as compared to what we do in stocks. Wish you good luck with your trading. Have a good one, and bye bye.